My name is Melissa Herrera, and this is my presentation on the paper that I wrote about preventing breast cancer. Millions of lives are being affected at this very second by this thing we humans call cancer. Cancer is a malignant neoplastic disease. There is an uncontrolled proliferation of cells, typically with invasion and destruction of adjacent normal tissue, with metastatic cells spread to distant parts of the body via lymphatic or blood vessels. In layman's terms, cancer is a disease in which the cells in an organism cannot stop multiplying, eventually multiplying to a size with which the body cannot function properly. Breast cancer is the focus of this paper. It is the #1 cancer-causing death in women around the world. Cancer takes lives. It takes mothers away from daughters, fathers away from sons. It is an epidemic with no known cure, but there are always things that women can do to reduce their chance of getting breast cancer. Some people inherit the gene that lead scientists to believe is a cause to breast cancer, but those who do not have this gene can change their lifestyles. A lifestyle change, including but not limited to a healthy diet, exercise, and not putting poisons, like alcohol and tobacco products, into the body, can help reduce cancer risk by up to 70%. Cancer can sometimes appear out of thin air, unannounced, ready to kill, but for the most case, a person's lifestyle and their medical history can predict their chances of getting cancer. Some indications for the potential causes for cancer include an early menstrual cycle, endogenous hormones, oral contraceptives, and diet. Since an excess of estrogen largely causes breast cancer, eating foods that antagonize estrogen can lower a woman's risk. These foods are obviously not going to be fatty and/or fried foods like pizza and ice cream. Rather, they are going to be healthy and they are straight from the ground. Foods like cabbage and wheat bran have been associated with a decreased rate in cancer. These foods encourage the metabolism of estrogen, meaning that there will be less estrogen to feed the cancer. Citrus fruits maintain high levels of vitamin C. Some examples of foods rich in vitamin C include strawberries, oranges, and papayas. Vitamin C is an antioxidant, which helps cleanse the body of dangerous radical molecules that do not contain oxygen. These radical molecules can cause substantial damage to our DNA, the blueprint cells use to divide. When a cell's DNA mutates, it could potentially cause them to divide incorrectly, which could cause them to multiply at a cancerous rate. Cabbage can help prevent cancer because it is high in indoles. Indoles are phytonutrients that can be found in coniferous vegetables that can make the body process hormones more quickly. Certain types of indoles can decrease the bad types of estrogen and can help increase the good types of estrogen. Estrogen has to metabolize it in order for it to break down and work properly. The good type of estrogen is known by the name of C2. C2 estrogen metabolizes much slower than the bad type of estrogen, C16. The time it takes for estrogen to metabolize is important because the more time estrogen has to travel around the body, the greater chance it has of potentially creating tumors. Indoles in cabbage also draw out toxins and tissues, helping to balance hormones and providing cells with nourishment that they need to be healthy. Wheat bran can help defend the body against breast cancer by decreasing the amount of estrogen that can travel throughout the body. If there is less cancer to go around the body, then the cancer will not metastasize to other organs. Decreasing the spread of cancer is vital to the life expectancy of those patients who have already been diagnosed, because it means that doctors will have an easier time of extracting the cancer in greater quantities during a single procedure. Additionally, doctors can use lower dosage of chemotherapy and radiation because all of the cancerous cells are located in the same region of the body. The way that wheat bran works in the body to help reduce estrogen levels can be found in the colon. Bacteria that live in the colon break down the wheat bran. Because wheat bran is mostly fiber, it cannot be broken down in the small intestine. Consequently, it moves on to the colon where bacteria will then break it down. A biological phenomenon occurs in the colon where the bacteria prevent estrogen released into the bloodstream. Not all types of fiber can work this way though. Scientists conducted experiments with corn bran and oat bran with no change in estrogen concentrations. Eating healthy isn't the only thing that a person can do to help decrease their risk of cancer. Physical activity plays a huge role as well. In a scientific study, women who walked for 3 to 5 hours a week had a greater chance of surviving breast cancer. This is because exercise can help boost the immune system, helping the body fight the mutated cells more rapidly. Exercise helps the body in multiple ways. During physical activity, the human body produces up to 3 times as many antibodies than when it is at rest. Antibodies are the cells in the immune system that can attack bacteria and viruses. In a study in Chicago, scientists exposed 2 different groups of mice to the flu virus. One group, the mice did not exercise for 3 days, and in the other, the mice exercised to the equivalent of a human running for an hour in a day, 3 days in a row. The mice that exercised had a significantly lower death toll compared to the mice that did not exercise. In relation to cancer, antibodies can target cancerous cells and instruct other cells to attack them. Physical activity can also reduce the amount of ovarian hormones. This can explain why exercise helps prevent and/or reduce breast cancer, because there are fewer hormones that can feed the cancer. Although there is information correlating with this theory, there is not much data to support it. The doctor that came up with this theory also says that exercise can help improve the function of the excretory system. When the excretory system is in the body and working well, food with harmful material can leave the body at a quicker rate. For example, junk food is known to be bad for humans. If an active person were to eat junk food, it would pass through the body more quickly. The body would be exposed to the harmful substances in junk food for a decreased amount of time.